Hey y'all, so I just want to tell y'all about this dating experience for me living in Houston. First of all, let me tell y'all that the dating scene here absolutely sucks. Like, it sucks. So this one time I went out on this date with this guy. Now usually I don't give out my number, right? Not even not my real number anyway. So I give out like a Google, or I say I'm in a relationship, or I'm gay, whatever. But this guy, he didn't give off. Like, he would just text me, "What you doing?" He was attractive. He made very good conversation. He maintained eye contact. He seemed like he was a very intentional person and very intelligent. So I gave him my number. Why not? So we get out on our date, right? So we decided to drive, our own cars there. I get there and he had valet waiting on me at the door, honey. Okay, I get out the car, valet already there waiting on me. Give him the keys, right? He grabbed my hand. We go inside the restaurant. So this restaurant is supposed to be like this big deal, like a 5-star restaurant. A lot of people go there in the city of Houston. So we gets to the restaurant, and as soon as I walk in, they greet me by my name and said, "We've been waiting for you," and gave me a glass of champagne. Okay, this ain't never happened to me before. Okay, so I'm wild. So we get to our seats. They walk us to our seats, reserved seats, and then the waiter came and said, would we like our order taken, like, very fast, very prompt service. So we took our order, and then, but I was drinking lemon drops, but I wanted like a strawberry lemon drop or something. But they said they didn't have Don Julio. Now that's usually my choice of tequila when I drink, is Don Julio Repo. So they said they didn't have it. They only had Casamigos in 1942. So I said, okay, I don't drink Casamigos, so I'm trying to figure out what else I could substitute it with. He said, get the 1942, that's what you want. They said the 1942 was double than regular price drinks, so instead of 20, you'd be paying 40 a drink. He said, get it. I got it. He walks off. Another lady comes to walk up to us with these big, beautiful flowers. Most beautiful flowers that I've ever seen. Now, I get flowers a lot, and I have got plenty of flowers by my ex. But these flowers was breathtaking. Okay? And I don't even like flowers like that. But these flowers was amazing. Okay? So he said he handpicked each flower. Each flower was different. He handpicked each flower. Big, beautiful flowers. I love them. I'm wild now. Now I'm like, okay, I like this date. We're having a good time. We're laughing. We're talking. And the lady who brought the flowers is like, these are so beautiful. Where you get them from? So I'm like, you didn't get them from here? You didn't order them from here? He said, no. I took my time out my day earlier and went and got the flowers and then brought them here and asked them if they could deliver it to you. Oh. Okay. So now we getting around to the real conversation. So I'm like, do you got a girl? He say, let me drink some more. Let me get a couple of these wings. And then I tell you. Let him do it. He started telling me that he has a situation, right? He get to tell me about the situation. Y'all, as he telling me about the situation walked up. I'm like, what? So he telling me about the situation, and he like, speaking of the situation is walking in the door right now. I said, what do you mean walking in the door? Walking in what door? He said the situation's coming in. Oh, you know what? I missed a part. I missed a very important part. Right after I got my flowers, the waiter came and gave us shots. I was like, we didn't order these shots. They was like, I'm sorry, these shots came from the young lady across from y'all. So the young lady across from us gave us one of these, grabbed her stuff, and left. Obviously mad, because if you knew him or knew me, you would walk up to us and speak. I for sure didn't know her, because I'm new to Houston, so I don't know many people, so I for sure didn't know her. And I'm like, do you know her? He like, it's a possibility. She looked real familiar, but I really don't know. So I'm like, what? I'm like, you smashed? He like, that's a very good possibility too. I really don't know. But, I'm like, what? So we laughed it off like, how you don't know who you smashed, bro? So now speeding up to about a few minutes after that, that's when I asked him, do you have a girl? Because of that situation. So now back to present time. So the situation comes up and sit down next to him. Child, it start getting heated. I need another round. I need another lemon drop off this. So she, being a female, and she being a female, but they wasn't getting loud. It was just uncomfortable. They was just going back and forth, uncomfortable, right? I'm drinking my drop because I don't know. Well, I'm sipping lemonade, okay? So they're going back and forth, and she like, tell her you got a girlfriend right now. He like, well, that's obvious now. You came to a dinner that you wasn't invited to. But you know what? You're right. I got a girlfriend. Turned to look at me and said, I got a girlfriend. Turned back around and said, you happy? And he was like, you came all the way down here, but you don't cook and you don't clean. And I've been complaining about this for so long. I'm paying all the bills. I'm asking you to do the bare minimum. It's cooking and cleaning. She gets mad. She gets belligerent. She said, you gonna tell all my business in front of this bitch? Bitch? Well, damn. Why I gotta be a bitch? I ain't even did shit. I just found out about you 5 seconds before you walked in, right? She mad at me. So he like, that's right, apologize to her, whatever. She didn't apologize. She kept going, ranting. She like, if I get up right now, tell her that you walking away with your queen. You coming out with your queen. He's like, I absolutely will not. I am on a date and I'm having a very good time, enjoying myself. You came and sat down here when you wasn't supposed to. Nobody told you to come down here. So I'm like, are y'all on a break or something? They like, no. I'm like, so y'all not on a, okay. So they're not on a break. So she gets to going, right? He like, you doing all this. No, I'm not going with you. I'm going to sit here and enjoy my date like I was before you got here. And then she say, she going back and forth being a female. Then he say, you doing all this and then you sleep with all my niggas? My mouth dropped. What did you just say? Run that back again. So then she like, oh, she mad now. She real pissed. So then he went on to say, and then you sleep with all your homegirls? What did this man just say? Did you sleep? So you slept with his niggas and your homegirls? So now I'm like, I need another one. I got them coming now. I told the waiter, every time you see my glass empty, keep them coming, right? I want to try every flavor at this point. She gets up, she move, she leave. She say, she's gone now, right? He stayed there with me for about 3 more hours. She called him the entire time. We stayed there laughing and talking for about 3 more hours, okay? About 2 days later, y'all, date is over. Now I goes to my car. He even broke me off a couple $100 and told me, hey, talk to you later. I don't know if I'm going to ever see you again, but here you go. Whatever. So about 2 days later, he texted me and was like, hey, can you meet up for lunch? I want to talk to you about something. I meet up with him for lunch. We gets to lunch. He passed me the phone. He makes a call, passed me the phone and says, somebody want to say something to you. Do y'all know she apologized? I can't make this up. She apologized to me for her nigga cheating on her. And he got caught. I can't make this up. She apologized to me for her nigga cheating. I'm like, this is what Houston do? Okay, Houston? So y'all, I just had to tell y'all this story time because this is something I ain't never experienced before. And I just kind of thought like, maybe it's me. Because is this normal? Is it?
That went a whole different. I didn't expect that. And she stayed through and she was like, shit. Jesus, we out of wine. Jesus, fill up that lemon drop. Hey, for real though. And I'm gonna talk about the guy's situation. And I think he just wanted companionship. He obviously wants to move on. But it's something about this woman that he's keeping her around. Because if she slept with all his homeboys and her homegirls, he feels some type of way about it. But something may be good enough to keep her around. She's not doing nothing. She's not doing nothing for the relationship. He pays all the bills. He does everything. But she won't do the bare minimum. She won't cook. She won't clean. So he I guess he just wants he wants something new. I don't even think at this point he still wants his woman. This woman who told the story, she need to stay away from him because he's gonna still go back and sleep with that girl because she gonna still throw it at him no matter what. Even if he breaks up with her and she goes wherever, she's gonna give it up to him. He's gonna be paying her bills, whether she's in an apartment or wherever, just to shut her up and keep her off to the side. So just stay away from that situation. It's never gonna work out. It sounds something toxic is going on right there, but he's looking for a wife. He's looking for something. He's looking for something more complete, and she's not it. And what's crazy is there are so many great women in Houston that he found that one goofy that did all that. And there's women like that all over. It's not just in one spot. They're like that all over. But yeah. He could do better. He could do a lot better. But it's something about him. He's just too nice of a guy. He's too nice of a guy. And she pleases him sexually. She pleases him sexually. That's why he stays. Other than that, she's a nasty dog freak in the bed. That's why he's there. No other reason. There's no other reason why she's there. She's lazy. She don't cook. She don't clean. And she don't mind getting cheated on because all she could say is she can't do this. I bet you I bet you she was like, boy, she came in, that thing was pow pow. She was all over the place. Her tight, everything. And she just back there throwing it back on him. And he don't know what to do. He got her she got him in a whirlwind. And she like, you coming with your queen because she used to getting cheated on. She used to dealing with dysfunction, but she ain't used to somebody paying for it all and continuously paying for it. And he ain't beating her. So she getting cheated on. She knows she be getting cheated on. And she always keeping a tab on him because she know he be out there. And he already knew she was going to pop up. And she ain't got to worry about him putting his hands on her. That's why she ain't putting her hands on nobody. She wasn't ready to fight. You see how she had a graceful argument in the restaurant? She had a nice argument with this man in the restaurant. They didn't cause a big scene. Yeah. Yeah, she throwing that thing on him. He don't know what to do. He's so far gone in that coochie. He ain't going nowhere. And even if he does move on, he's still going back to her. He's still paying for that. So, yeah.